Welcome to this week's episode of LARocks. Each year, thousands of bands make their pilgrimage to Los Angeles to play at places like the Whiskey, the Roxy, and the Rainbow Bar and Grill. I scout the city and invite only the best bands to do a private, invitation-only show for me and my rock star buddies. Shot from the intimate and private location of Team Sound in the middle of the San Fernando Valley. The barbecue is here and the beer is cold. Oh yeah, I'm Redbeard, and I'm going to be your host. So follow me, and I'll get you past security. Hey, Redbeard here. I want to welcome you to another edition of LARocks. And my co-host and friend today is Mr. Simon Wright.
Hey, Red.
Simon, thanks for coming to the show.
No
man.
problem.
It's good seeing
Pleasure.
you.
Thanks.
Good seeing you. Hey, we got a great show for you today. I got a band in here that I went and I found out in Burbank. They're called Decoded.
All right.
A couple of girls and a dude, and they really sound great. Now, I don't want anybody to be confused just because I said a couple of girls, because that bass player plays like any bass player you've ever seen, and the drummer kicks ass. So I really can't wait for you all to see that. I can't wait for you to see them. They're amazing. We got a barbecue planned for today. There's food going outside.
All right.
We're going to give you some beer if you drink a beer or two.
Yeah, okay.
We're all right there. So, hey, when we come back, we're going to have Decoded here, so don't go anywhere.
All right, here we are, center stage. I hope the accommodations are good for you guys.
Heck yeah.
Did it work out all right?
Oh yeah.
There's food outside. We're getting ready to have a barbecue in here as well.
Woo.
I really appreciate you guys coming. It means a lot. I saw you guys playing out on the road at the park in Burbank, right?
Yep.
And I wanted to get you guys here ever since then. Without any further fanfare, this is my friends Decoded.
We know how it goes. Last Night. It's called Last Night. Tonight I want to do it again, oh yeah. The memory still fresh in my head. The taste lingers on the tip of my tongue, and I admit that it's so much fun.
Redbeard here after the show. I'm with Allison Metal Babe Cohen.
Hey, Redbeard, great to
It's
be on
awesome
here.
for you to come to see me. I've been seeing your blogs. I see you around town. It's awesome. You got awesome clothes. But let's talk a little bit about the band. You just witnessed Decoded.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome band. What do you think of them? You're out every night checking out bands. What do you think?
I like it. I have to say I'm sorry, but I hadn't heard about them until I knew I was going to be on the show tonight with them. And
Awesome.
checked them out, listened to their reverb, read about them, and seeing them live was so much better. Like,
Isn't it
what
great?
they had in reverb was just a little taste. But what I saw tonight was great.
I agree. They're absolutely awesome. And I'm so glad that they were able to come and you were able to come tonight. Let's talk a little bit about blogging.
Okay.
You have a blog. Tell everybody what your blog is and where they can find it.
So basically, I have a website that's metalbabemayhem.com. Anybody can go there. That's where I have my rock and roll clothing line, such as what I'm wearing now. And connected to my clothing line is my blog site. And on my blog, that's where I write. At this point, I am the only person contributing since it's mine. And I have published about 80 articles, interviews, reviews.
And you've
today.
interviewed a whole bunch of great people. Tell me some of the people you've just interviewed. You just had a great interview with
Mark
sorry.
Slaughter.
Slaughter.
Yeah,
Mark Slaughter. Yeah.
We just had a fun interview last week. I just actually put that up today.
Awesome.
And the purpose of my blog really is to share with the world the music that I love. And something I've always said that's kind of funny is I'll never write a bad review because, if I don't like the band, why waste my time?
Just don't write about it.
So,
Just
if
don't write
you
about
don't
it,
see
exactly.
something, you might, have a little concern.
So by
there.
omission, if you're following Allison's blog, and by omission she doesn't write about you, that could be a bad thing.
It's also, I am very busy. I'm doing 10,000 things at once, and writing is really important to me. I love to write. I love getting
Tell folks
my
where
word
you're from.
out. I grew up in St. Louis, Missouri. I have been a diehard rocker chick since day one. I started going to concerts at age 11. I've been to hundreds of them all over St. Louis, the Midwest. I was actually fortunate enough to tour on Ozfest from 1997 to 2000. I went to all the amphitheaters throughout the country as an official vendor. I was working for a rock and roll clothing store there called Glad Rags. We toured the country, lots of great
I think Rudy
stories
Sarzo
there.
was playing for him then, playing bass during
Yeah.
that time. That was a really good time to be out with Ozzy, that's for sure. Let's talk a bit about, you have clothing line as well.
Mm-hmm.
You're wearing a great piece of clothing, the
Yes.
Metal Babe line. Tell us how you got involved in clothing.
I've always loved clothing. Like I said, when I lived in St. Louis, I worked at a rock and roll clothing store and always loved music and fashion. And I wanted the chance to put it all together. And I moved out here about 10 years ago, and I came up with this idea. I don't know, we can zoom in or something. It's a Lips and Bones little logo here. And that's
Okay. So not only clothing, you have jewelry as well. It's not just so you're a girl that likes rock and roll.
exactly.
You're a girl that likes clothing.
And jewelry.
So and jewelry. So this was a great fit for you.
Yeah. So
How do you? What's your website where folks can go buy your stuff? Because it's
my
really pretty
website
cool.
is metalbabemayhem.com. So anybody out there, check it out. At this point, like you said, I actually have clothing, jewelry, accessories. I even have these little things you can put on the back of your car window with a suction cup that say Metal Babe on board.
awesome.
For all
awesome.
these metal
awesome.
babes out there, I have bikinis. I'm super excited. They're all 7 designs right now. Black bikinis with little lips and crossbones. I do red, white variations. Just came out with that. I have actually baseball caps and knit caps in the work too, coming out soon.
Well, you need to get me a T-shirt of some
I
kind.
definitely
Because
need
I
to
will
get
wear
you
a
a
T-shirt.
T-shirt.
You're going to need a bigger one. That's all. We'll need to get a big T-shirt for you. You tell folks what you do for a living. I mean, that's not why you're here, but where you work on TV.
I do have a real job sometimes. I work on The Voice, the TV show. So
Hang on. Ooh, on command. Ready? Here we go. On The Voice. Thank
yes,
you.
we have seen Christina Aguilera and Blake Shelton. The highlight, I have to say, was when Def Leppard played.
Aren't they awesome?
Yeah.
Vivian Campbell's a friend of the show.
Vivian Campbell
Yeah.
was there, and Phil Collin, and we actually weren't even working that day. We got a phone call from a coworker that said, "Hey, Def Leppard's about to play a song. Hurry up and get here." So we ran over there with our little passes, walked right there, saw him play Pour Some Sugar on Me twice with the whole crew of The Voice, met the band, and then got a free lobster sandwich. So, I mean, how can you beat that?
There's perks. There's perks you don't get at IBM right there, I'll tell you that for sure.
So, yeah, I do go back to work this week, but it's kind of, on and off, which is great because my heart and soul belong to rock and roll and music and my company, Metal Babe Mayhem, my journalism, and it's really hard to juggle everything as is, and then when I'm working, it's adds that much more
Let's tell
challenge.
folks what we discussed today about possibly doing some things together. I think what we're going to do is we're going to have LARocks, the bands that come on the show, you're going to play them on the radio show you do. Tell folks about the radio show you do and how we're going to fit this together.
So I made Redbeard here an offer today that we're going to pull out for this August. So if you're in a band and you want to participate, get ready. So what I personally do, and I've never heard of anybody else doing this, I just kind of came up on the idea on my own, but I have on my blog, which again is connected to metalbabemayhem.com, or you can type in blog.metalbabemayhem.com. But when you
there
go
it is
there,
on the screen. Well, magic of TV. It'll be.
Yeah, check it out right there. You can just click it. So every single month, what I do to help out bands that I know and love, unsigned bands, and a few, new bands putting out new singles, hit songs, whatever, I put up 15 songs on my playlist that play on shuffle. So everybody's equally treated. They're listed alphabetically ordered. They play on shuffle.
Awesome.
And to this point, June, by the way, anybody seeing this, I still have maybe about 8 or 9 openings. So find me on Facebook or metalbabemayhem.com and send me an MP3 if you want to get in. And July, actually, as well.
Right.
August, I'm giving to this guy. So anybody on this show, this is now
Between now and
perk
August.
moving forward the next 2 months. If your band is on the show, including Decoded, so pick your song that you guys want.
Absolutely, you guys are on.
And we'll put it on my blog.
Allison, I can't thank you enough for coming to our show. Again, your website is
metalbabemayhem.com.
metalbabemayhem.com. Again, for those of you. There it is. It's awesome. Thanks, sweetie. I really appreciate it.
All right,
it's
thank
awesome
you.
having you here.
I'm happy to be here. And thank you, everybody, for watching and listening. And this show rocks. And I'm happy to be part of the first episode of season number 3.
Absolutely. We'll be back right after this.
Yeah, we're gonna get a little slower, a little sensual with this next song. It's called Numb. Used to you, I forgot about me. Come and sit on my own ship. No one's left but me. I forgot how to steer and I feel drifting out to sea. And now I'm numb. It all desensitized, what's inside of me. and now I'm numb. I've become numb to it all, desensitized, what's inside of me. We got all these rules growing like weeds, finger pointing into like a disease, kinda like a king. No matter your beliefs, people think they're above and you're beneath. Oh my God, did you hear what he said? He needs to find Jesus. Oh my word, he's got some kind of nerve and deserves what's coming. Come in, come on, let's have some fun and make some stupid mistakes. I don't care what's wrong and what's right, I never feel ashamed. You don't own the sky, you don't own this land. Who are you to criticize who I am? So waste your breath away. I don't believe in Judgment Day. Where did you get off on gassing your displeased? Just cause the things I love you don't agree. And how absurd it is when we don't eat your feet. You say all is empty in society. Oh my God, did you hear what he said? He needs to find Jesus. Oh my word, he's got some kind of nerve and deserves what's coming. Come in, come on, let's have some fun and make some stupid mistakes. I don't care what's wrong and what's right, I never feel ashamed. You don't own the sky, you don't own this land. Who are you to criticize who I am? So waste your breath away. I don't believe in Judgment Day. what's right. I never feel ashamed. You don't own the sky, you don't own this land. You the cleanest out to what else. So waste your breath away. I don't believe in Judgment Day. Judgment Day. I don't believe it, no, I don't believe it, no, I don't believe it. I don't believe it, no, I don't believe it, no, I don't believe in your judgment.
All right, here we are after the show. Simon, what do you think? Aren't they pretty
It was
amazing?
really good. I thought it was awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. I think they got a great future. They're a bunch of young kids. They got a really good thing going on, and I look forward to seeing them out there on the circuit and playing around. That's
I
for
wish
sure.
them the best of luck. I hope they're very successful.
It's been a minute since you've been to the show. You were just getting ready to go out with Queensryche. It was you and Robert on the show last. And,
Yes, that's
and you
right.
guys had an amazing time out there. And tell me what's going on with Queensryche.
We've continued on playing in America since then. Pretty much every other month we've been playing and stuff, doing 3 weeks.
Right.
We're on a little bit of a hiatus at the moment for a couple of months, and we start up again in August, and we do the whole of August, and it's called the Queensryche the Farewell Tour.
Right.
So it's kind of in a holding pattern at the moment, and we'll see what's going to happen after that.
Well, let's talk just a little bit about that. The court case finally came down. Things have been decided.
Mm-hmm.
Jeff is going to continue to do the Queensryche Operation Mind Crime, or is it? He's doing the farewell tour first, and then can do Operation Mind Crime anytime he wants.
Yes, he can do the whole. The stipulation is he has the rights to do the whole of My Crime 1 and 2.
Right.
How it worked out, and the ruling was that the other band can play songs from My Crime 1 and 2, but they can't play it in its entirety. Apparently,
Good.
That's what I read.
So it's settled as far as you and everybody's concerned. This is over with.
Yeah, I think so.
Awesome.
So it's. I know Jeff's kind of relieved of the pressure and all that.
I can only imagine.
Yeah.
I
So
can only imagine. Put your heart and soul into something and build it from nothing, and worry that you might lose it.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah. So he's really pleased about that.
Well, that's great. He was very gracious to me at the Canyon Club when you guys snuck me in backstage. He acted like he was actually happy to meet me.
Yeah.
So, heck of a guy.
Yeah. It's strange, isn't
Good
it?
actor, anyhow. At least he's a fine actor.
That's right.
He's a fine actor.
Because if he knew what kind of
What
guy
kind
he
of
was,
dude I really
yeah,
was.
I know. I tried to tell him, but
I thought that's what you guys was talking about over there. Let's. I had a couple of fans send in some questions for you, and it's funny. Fans have got the best. They come up with questions that that I would have never thought of.
Yeah.
I had a fan ask.
The important ones.
Simon has taken over in some bands for some really heavy hitter drummers. Is there anybody who did any kind of hazing that played jokes on you, and you're the new guy in the band, so they thought they would like?
Nah, not really. Not really, no, because.
Because you kicked their ass most of it. That's the
well,
problem.
You've got to go in with that attitude, but it's still a learning process when you're trying to feel yourself into the music and the people in the band.
Right.
There was a time I remember I was in ACDC and I got measles, and I thought I'd had them as a kid, right?
Oh, right.
And I forget which year it was. I can't remember, but I had my own dressing room, which was very cool.
Oh, in ACDC, you guys got your own dressing room?
No, because I had measles.
Oh, because you had measles.
That's the way to get your own dressing room. But I had my own dressing room and stuff, and then I'd had it for about 2 days, and after about 2-3 days, it's not contagious.
Right.
So the dressing room went, and I went up. We're getting ready, and the lights are going down. We're getting ready to go on stage and everything. And I get up to the drum kit, and there's like little red dots on every single tom, and they've written, "Hey, you spotty bastard." So that was kind of
there you go.
Not quite a hazing, but it's bit of fun.
Do you have any? Do you have any contact with Malcolm now? Do you know how he's doing?
I don't have any contact with any of them really. Yeah. I saw him about 3 years ago. Maybe 4 years ago now. I got kind of drug along. I wasn't sure where they're going up to the. Yeah, well, everything was great. I went and stuff and all. That was at the Forum on the Black Ice tour and stuff. And,
right.
And everything was really cool. There was no animosity and everything. And we all got along great.
That's awesome.
There was never any animosity.
Because anyway. As you well know, this world is way smaller than we think it is, and we sure run into people that we ran into a long time ago.
Yeah,
so
you can always run into those people.
I had another fan question. They want to know, do you have any rituals that you go through before you play? Are you a superstitious kind of guy?
Not rituals. No. I'm not very superstitious. No.
So you don't have anything that you turn off the light 10 times, and then rub your head
28 times.
Right.
No, I don't. I'm not.
So you're the guy making fun of that guy in the corner. You're over there looking at him, going, "Man, look at this fucking cat."
Well, it's everybody to their own. I look at it,
Yeah.
But no, I mean, I just like I drink a lot of water and I spit a lot. I've noticed I've been spitting a lot lately, so I don't know.
That happens as we go.
Is that what that is?
The spitting thing.
I wouldn't know.
Yeah.
I just thought I had like allergies or something.
So I see Robert's back. I talked to Robert the other day. He's back in town. He's planning on, had to be Robert Sarzo for those of you that don't know. He's going to be coming to the show again soon. He's a great friend of the show, and we can't wait to have him here.
He's a good guy.
And Hurricane was actually opening for Queensryche. How did that go?
It was good. I mean, we thought. I was a little bit worried that Robert might be a little bit exhausted and stuff. It was. They're only playing half an hour or sometimes 40 minutes, but it's a lot. That when we play, we do a long show. It's like
Yeah.
it can be 2 hours or so and stuff. But he did fine.
Yeah.
He was fine, and his band are really cool and everything.
Yeah,
and
I
they
heard the band
good.
sounded great.
And everybody, they went down really well, so it was cool.
That's
It was
awesome.
Good.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, what do you think of this place? Our little barbecue, our little event. LARocks is still out there trying to help the young musicians get some exposure, but more than anything, we want to end this pay to play. We want to end this not only in Los Angeles but all over the world. We just think it distorts the music business, and that's kind of my goal. Is that I want musicians to get paid for what they do. You know.
I agree. I think musicians, it's a hard, you know, you know, when you start, you put your money into your guitar, your amp, your drums, your cymbals. It all costs a lot of money.
Sure
these days.
does. And then the time.
And then the time, and then the rehearsal time. So, yeah, if there's, I don't see why you should have to pay to actually play those instruments.
That's how we
find it
feel.
a bit
That's how we feel here, and it's one of our goals to
Well, that's cool.
put an end to that. Simon, I can't thank you enough for coming
No
to the
problem,
show
Brett.
and checking the guys out.
Best. No problem.
And,
no worries.
This is Mr. Simon Wright. We'll have you back again sometime soon. I really
Cool.
appreciate you being here.
Pleasure.
This
No
is
worries.
Redbeard. Hey, coming up right next, I've got an interview with Decoded. Don't go anywhere. Hey, here we are after the show. I want to thank Decoded for coming to the show. I want to thank Simon Wright for coming as well. Thank you so much, Simon. It really means a great deal to have you here. You show up for the love of music, and we really appreciate that. So thanks again, Simon, for coming. This is Decoded. We saw you guys out on the road when we were looking at another band. It's good to have you here. Why don't you introduce yourselves?
I'm Derek.
I'm Amy Clark.
Amy Clark.
I'm Heather.
Heather. Look, you guys sound great. Love the sound you guys got. Tell me a little bit about who seems to write most of the music.
Oh, are you guys looking at me? I
Is it you?
I tend to write most of the
Yeah,
music.
Derek comes in with a lot of the song ideas, the riffs, a little bit of structure, and me and Amy come in and we listen to what he's got. He records a lot of demos on his Mac.
Hey, you guys are like an awesome rhythm section.
Thank you.
You know, and it allows him the freedom to do what he's going to do, to get into the vocals and to play his part. So you guys laying it down back there really is an intricate part of this band. You must agree.
I do. I'm very lucky.
They give you the freedom to go out and to play.
That's absolutely great.
You guys are from LA, all of you, or
We're all transplants.
Yeah,
actually.
transplants. Yeah.
where are you from?
I'm from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
You
I'm from Washington, D.C.
and
New England.
New England. Yeah. See, so you're.
So we're all
So how long have you been together as a band?
about me and Heather have been playing together about a year and a half, and Amy joined us in November. So it hasn't been a long time at all.
Yeah, it feel. I mean, we're all best friends. Amy and I have been playing together for about 5 years in various bands, and
So you guys met, and then you brought in her as part of the band.
yes, yep,
We met.
Yeah.
And
Derek and I met.
Right.
I was looking
Yep.
for players, and I got a couple referrals, and they're like, "There's this real great drummer," you know. So I was like, I got her in there, had her, we jammed, and then we tried for a long time to get Amy in the group.
Mm-hmm.
We kind of I remember writing her and Facebooking her a lot and not hearing anything.
Me too, and I haven't heard anything back
girls
from her.
stay,
either.
they just
She's such a-
God, I know.
She's so
I don't know what it is.
particular about her friends.
I don't know if they ever get my messages or what. But she finally took the bait, and then
Now here she is.
now she
We
is.
got her.
She's-
We hooked her.
You guys sound great. You guys got CDs that are available right now?
We do.
We do. Yep.
We have our EP called Topanga.
Awesome.
It's a 6-song EP.
I've heard it. It's great.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
Produced by Davey Riley. You can get that on our website, decodedband.com. We always have CDs with us.
Decodedband.com. I love doing this.
There it is.
DecodedBand.com.
See? Just like on TV. Just like on The Voice. Just like on The Voice. Yeah.
Yeah, we're everywhere on social media.
You guys have been playing some pretty awesome gigs, too. You guys have been playing, Loaded in Hollywood, another really new rock and roll club.
Mm-hmm.
And tell us about some of the other gigs you've got that you've had recently and maybe some that are coming up.
Yeah, we've did some really good ones. at Loaded, and we did a birthday show there, a double birthday show.
Yeah, that was awesome.
It was the first time I ever had a show on my birthday. So it was
Oh,
really
nice,
cool.
nice.
It was really cool. And we played at Hemingway's a couple shows, and then
Hemingway's does rock nights now on
Yes.
Tuesday, Wednesdays for free. There's no cover. Right in Hollywood.
Awesome,
Yes.
They're
that's
doing
great.
really, really fun things there. Loaded's been great.
What about the leaving town? I heard somebody Arizona and
Yep.
little tour coming up. When's that happening?
Next week?
I,
Are we leaving
Yeah,
next week?
June. Yeah, it's
June
this
12th
is
to
going to
14th.
air on
Oh.
June 7th.
Okay, perfect.
That's what today is June 7th.
Yep.
So you guys will be going to Arizona. And
yeah, we did our first tour up in March. We went up north, did about 5 shows.
5 shows, 6 days.
We
It was
drove-
a haul. We
Oh,
had
yeah.
so much
We
fun
drove
though.
2,500 miles in 6 days.
Yep.
That's rock and roll,
It was
man.
so fun.
And hotels and
Yep.
So much
restaurants on the side of the highway.
fun. So
Oh,
much
yeah.
fun.
It's great. It's fun.
Yep.
We stayed in like a Satan.
Oh
tent.
yeah, we
Oh, hey, there's a story I hadn't heard. Go ahead.
stayed,
Go ahead.
We stayed above the.
I refused to take a shower there. That
Above
day,
one
so
of the I took a shower.
I
It
didn't.
was,
You couldn't
it
take a
was
crap on that
scary.
toilet because your head would have been like this against the side of the wall.
We just stayed in this little.
There's many rock bands going to identify with this. by
Yeah,
the
we
way.
stayed above the bar we played at one night in Pacifica, California. It was just this little studio. It's just a couple couches and a bathroom, but it was interesting.
There was some dude living there that they had to kick out.
They were
for us
like,
to
"Oh,
stay."
get out of here! The band's staying here tonight." And,
So they had to get rid of the homeless guy
Yeah,
to
they
make
made it
room
a
for the
home.
band.
Yeah, yeah.
Exactly.
That's
Very
awesome.
accommodating.
the jukebox downstairs played till 8:30 in the morning.
Oh god.
There's someone down there partying all night. I
Oh,
don't know.
God.
It was
Yeah. And
Tell them again the website.
decodedband.com.
There you go, decodedband.com. Thanks for coming to my show. Hey, you
Thank
guys,
you.
guys have some CDs?
Yes, we did.
Yes.
Okay, look, these guys are going to leave me some CDs. They're going to autograph them for you. Get in touch with me. Get in touch with us, and we'll be happy to get some of those CDs out to you as soon as we can.
Cool.
Thanks for coming to the show. You guys put on an awesome set. How
Thanks
was
for
the
having
food?
us. It was
fantastic.
amazing.
The food was good.
It's great.
What are they
The
called?
accommodations?
Speeders?
Speedies.
Speedies.
See, I'm going to
Unreal.
spread it around. Everybody's going to have them.
Awesome.
Great.
Totally
Everybody's
awesome.
going to have them.
Great.
Again, Decoded, thanks for coming to the show.
Thank you.
I'm Redbeard. This is LARocks. We'll see you next week, guys. I thought that's what you guys were talking about over there. Let's go. I had a couple.
Build me back up, comfort me. Moving on. Just keep heading west. Don't be swallowed past the shadows. Drive on to the
What's it called? The dots above the letter.
I just
O.
drew my lip.
Come over me.
Got enough.
Yeah, I have that. Yeah. I have that segment.
That's right.
Build me back up.